Mr. Beast is seen as one of the internet's good guys, but is he in actuality a fraud? Mr. Beast has reached over 65.89 billion views. His videos are often centered on philanthropy and competition, with the enticement of big prizes and that any of his viewers could participate. Although at face value this seems innocent, recent allegations on how his crew treated participants in his upcoming show on Amazon Prime, Beast Games, suggest otherwise. The allegations at hand speak of harassment, starvation, mistreatment, and promotion of gambling to kids. This has led to a community forming with the intent to cancel Mr. Beast. But are these allegations really strong enough to be worthy of ruining his reputation and career? Internet sensations, politicians, and everyday internet users have all had stints with the growing problem of cancel culture. Cancel culture at its core is a noble and worthy cause of stopping people who spread hate or participate in actions that should not be condoned. However, what makes cancel culture a major problem is that with information and misinformation spreading so quickly, it is hard to distinguish what is fact and should have action to stop it, or what is false and shouldn't have any actions against it. The problem is people often take what they see or a small part of a story that they don't fully understand and overreact and share misinformation with others. Even at times when a situation isn't certain, like Mr. Beast, people tend to believe the more eye-catching stories, which are usually more dramatic and filled with controversy. So does anyone really know if Mr. Beast is a bad guy or a good guy? No. However, this situation portrays a perfect example of how cancel culture can be destructive and why it isn't a good part of society. Cancel culture has grown into something so widespread that people no longer view it as a problem. Attention spans have dropped over the years with the creation of smartphones and social media. The invention of social media, and with it, short videos portraying a variety of topics, has led to attention spans decreasing rapidly, and leading people to get a majority of their information from these short, supposedly all-encompassing videos. A recent study from Pew Research Center and the article News Platform Fact Sheet states that a little more than half of adults at least sometimes get news from social media. This study is enlightening because it shows that overall, over half of all adults at any given time will use social media as their go-to source for news. Later in the article, it speaks on how social media is used even more as a main news source for adults between the ages of 18 and 30. This is even more concerning because this age group is the one who's taking action in cancel culture situations. How old are you and how much time do you spend on social media?
I'm 19 years old and I think I spend around 5 or 6 hours on social media.
From that, what percentage of your news would you say you get from social media?
90 to 95%.
I'm 29 years old. I probably spend about an hour a day on social media.
And from that, what percentage of your news do you get from social media?
About 75%.
I'm 23 years old and I spend about 2 to 3 hours every day on social media.
From that, what percentage of your news do you get from your time on social media?
I would say about 75 to 80%.
Slowing the effects of cancel culture should be a conscious effort of everyone, not just because it stops some good people from having their lives unnecessarily ruined, but because it reveals a bigger problem of the spread and belief of misinformation. For a long time, it has been a common phrase that you shouldn't believe everything you read. And now the adjusted phrase has become, you shouldn't believe everything you read on the internet. Despite this phrase being taught to most people at a young age, it seems that its importance in the minds of society has started to lose its grip. Since almost everything is done on the internet now, people believe that they have a sort of savviness with their ability to surf the web and interpret what they see. However, with the rising generation being heavily glued to screens displaying 15-second videos, the care to spend time finding out whether something is true or not is being lost. No longer is it important to check multiple legitimate verified sources, but seeing 3 Instagram reels from a random user is enough to take a topic as fact. This is a major problem and cancel culture needs to be stopped, not only to protect potential victims of false claims, but also to protect individuals and society from moving into a generation of misinformation. Mr. Beast might be revealed to be a super bad guy, but until then, a report and a few Instagram reels shouldn't be enough information to start attacking a man who has donated millions and has made a career of philanthropy and helping others.